Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream of, as you can see, Disco Elysium. Hello Firefox, I see you're in chat. Okay, yesterday we did a lot of exploring. Oh, hello Catherine. Yesterday we did a lot of, that's an emoji and a half, isn't it? We explored our lead on the occultic curse that was ruining the commercial area, and we discovered that it was just capitalism all along. It's always capitalism. And then at the end we definitely on the first try managed to clear a perception check that let us find a secret passage. Definitely the first time. I mean, it was an 83% chance. How could it possibly not be the first time? Yeah. I suppose that's allowed, yeah. I guess you can. I did warn, yeah. That's fair. Yeah, so we found this hidden passage last time. And we're also only 5 points from leveling up again. It's almost night though, so that's kind of spooky. It's a little bit spooky. Let's continue. Ooh. Kim, what you doing over there? There's a lot here. An empty tube of magnesolum. Yeah, magnesolum, magnesium, something. I think that was a brand. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine, sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror, he's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean. Someone has taken narcotics here, perhaps the police should interfere. I've heard amphetamines make you a really good... Let's go with this one. Are you a really good detective? Do you take amphetamines? Perhaps the police should interfere. Oh, hello, Dooku. Perhaps not. He looks at you. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, he points to the ladder in the corner. Okay, I'm not gonna let that one fly. That one's just heinous. Deny. See the ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use. Ah. But it says get out of the way or get effed up. Yay, that works. Wow. Cursed pig's head. It looks mummified. Ew. Wow. Wow. You guys, I give you a mature stream with a mature game and you resort to this. I am disappointed. I sure hope I'm on the right scene. I think I am. I'm a little tired. I've been coding all day. And to little avail. What's this? Where are you going, sir? How did you manage all that? Oh, there's a box there. This is a long way to just look at this thing. Policeman cloak. Gosh, this is a mature stream. That doesn't mean you can swear. That is exactly what's happening. I didn't say it doesn't mean you can't swear. Or, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. I'm just saying you guys are, I'm giving you an inch and you're taking a mile, as the saying goes. Looks like someone left his, tarpaulin cloak hanging on the rail here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back. You son of a gun, it's a cop's cloak. Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. He judges the drop. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and fields in your days. Ooh, it's a low chance. Look around. What exactly are we doing up here? Do you really think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump. Look around. The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. Ah, look, that is an enormous crane. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time. But mature stream means mature content. Mature things are mostly swear words. Not really. I put that there because of drug use and, well, yes, very crude language indeed. But murder, poverty, politics. I just reckon it was gonna get dark. Swearing, like, I mean, it's whatever, man. See? Like right there. Now that's a huge crane. It's just a machine, lieutenant, like a giant hammer or a pair of pliers. Nothing to see here. Let's go with this. Yes, that's one way of putting it. He turns to you with a faint smile, then looks back at the crane. It's certainly an impressive achievement of engineering. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. He looks at the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind. I had terrible luck yesterday. Yeah, I'm not saying there isn't language. I'm just saying I don't put mature stream just because of language. I put it because there are mature themes. I'm not gonna put a mature tag in front of the stream if there's just swearing. It's because there's other stuff that I put it there. Anyway. There was literally amphetamines. That is a drug. Let's not do that right now. There's plenty of stuff to look at first before we potentially kill ourselves by jumping off. Huh, what's this? Oh yeah, that's the healing item. Yay. Can I get back up here? Thank you. We can ask Kuno about his drug habits now because we found amphetamines and he, I mean, the hidden place is probably his. What are you doing? Come on. The store is going to collapse soon. Yes. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Ooh, bucket. Grand Cron 37. What was that? The postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. A 13-story building lined the hillside like sarcophagi. An ominous fog already rising from behind. These are the last boom years. In 39, the project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and a hepatitis B infested slum. Oof. Kamide. Ah. You are also jolly today, aren't you? What's this? Oh, that's back into the thing. Let's not go back yet. There's still more to explore, isn't there? Like that. Okay, wait, let's see if we can get back up here. It's getting late though. That's the thing. Come on. Run, you big hulking cop. Oh, why is it so much rumbling? Is that the crane? Might be. Oh, money. Spelling, smelling. Oh, there's more. No, I am bad at spelling. I just meant you're jolly because you're talking about doing all these great things today. I wasn't specifically commenting on your spelling, don't worry. Why can't I get right here? Should I go for the jump? No, I didn't. When did I say that? Did you clip it so I can see? Because I don't remember saying that. I guess we can go for this. What exactly are we doing up here first, though? I was under the assumption we could ask the leader of this union to help us get this body down. This is why we're here, right? He doesn't wait for you to answer. He looks around when rustling his hair, or it could be that we're just exploring. I don't know what you... When did I say that? He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again. That's a bit rude. I didn't. There's no context for that. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Check failure. Holy wow, that's high. You'd have to be a total madman to jump. This is certain death, right? I can do it. I can't do it right now. I'll make the jump next time. Damaged health. Sure. He looks at you worried. Just be careful, okay? It looks like you almost strained a muscle there. There we go. No, it doesn't. Why can't you clip it? I mean, it's... The fact of the matter is that I didn't say it, so I can't... I don't know, I'll check the VOD. If I said it, then it wasn't intentional. There's also literally no context for that. Can I go down here? Is there... Oh wait, maybe going down this way? I don't know, how do I get to the harbor from here? Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that you at least make the effort of joining back. I appreciate it. Can I go here? How am I supposed to get anywhere? Maybe I can ask Kim for advice? Kim?
Yes.
Oh, we could try that. Let's go for it. Yay! Look at you, it's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight Precinct 57. What? No, that can't be right. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic, you showed up 3 days... This is why they sent us, by the way, because they... Apparently there was meant to be like a... competition over who should get to control this place. But, yeah, just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic, you showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win. Came out of my precinct, sent me here on this case because I'm a screw-up, like, as a joke. I've considered it, his voice is somber. But it's not true, right? I don't think I can say one way or the other. I do think it's somewhat unlikely, though. Why is that? I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station, and all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think yes, both stations would prefer a win. Ah, so you are the finest. Do you really see me as a safe bet? Safe? No, but you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet, but it's there. Hey, we leveled up! So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke, and even if they did, they are in for a surprise. He's right. There are no airtight theories, just paranoia. You've given it some thought, now let it go. I just don't like swearing. This is a lifestyle choice I make. Savoir-faire might be a good idea. Then we could try that thing again. We're not doing too badly everywhere else, so let's level this up. Savoir-faire. And then we can try... Oh, sorry. Nothing. Leave. Thank you. Then we could try this check again. Maybe a little bit better. Oh, it's still a really low chance. Let's try it. Yay, we did it. That's lucky. Ooh. As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. Close your eyes, let your senses take in the world around you. Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You're ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below. There we go. Dang it, I wanted a clip of it. Nah. You get nothing. As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline. I knew you could do it, the lieutenant exclaims. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now. Yay! We found a way into the harbor. Yeah, that was quite a bit of luck. That's definitely unusual for me. With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in. Collecting rainwater. Cool. Now we can explore the harbor! This is great. Oh, we had a sensory thought there. Come on. All around you, great machines in quiescence. Yeah. What's this? White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. What's this? I didn't get to see that. Is this just a bottle lying here? Yeah, but there's more. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and Potent Pilsner. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here. And how hard? Did I do this? Well, the lieutenant looks at you, then the bottles. Yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you. What is the next game going to be? I have a request. Yes, what's your request? I need to take a sip of water. I'm very tired today, but yeah. I must have been miserable. It looks like I had a lot of fun. Say I, spell map. No. Do that 3 times. Why would I do that 3 times? Why would I say I am a penis 3 times? I hope you were paying attention. Also, penis isn't a swear word. Anyway, well, the lieutenant looks at you, then the bottles. Yes, this is really sad. I'm still not completely convinced it was me. I must have been on an advanced scouting mission on the harbor. I must have been miserable. Yes, the lieutenant agrees. The scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's just move on. He turns to leave. Wow. That's rough, buddy. What was here? I saw something was here. Yeah. Night Watchman's booth. This is the Night Watchman's booth. The name of the door reads Rene Arnaud. Or Arnaud. That's such an obvious clickbait. Yeah. This is where Rene works. I'm gonna look around. Search the booth. If you must, the lieutenant looks around, but please hurry. We're pretty easy to spot up here. Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. Leave the picture alone. Let's get going, the lieutenant says impatiently. The entire neighborhood can see us up here. Yep. Didn't want to steal. I don't know why we didn't have an option to just climb down like normally, but hey. I'm gonna try to bait someone. How are you gonna try to do that? Come on. With a little bit of pace. What do I put as the clip title? I don't know, man. There you go. Now I'm colorful. I don't know how well that's coming through. Anyway. Back to blue. Yeah, I don't have a map yet. That's also a problem. I need to buy a map. If I can. Oh, we're in here now. The radio is emitting strange buzzing noises, sounds. A giant aspirin on the pillow and pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. There's something there as well. Yeah, let me see this. I wonder if I can see this clip. Nah, doesn't seem like there's any easy way for me to do that. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Oh, this is the wrong. That's not gonna work. Yeah, sorry, I can't watch it right now. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. A standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Come on. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model is on the back. Model name. Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. Below the flyers, the union logo and demand democracy. The door is locked and cannot be opened from the side without a pass card. Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Punch clock payphone. Ah. An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says tokens unavailable due to strike, use change. Let's not use that. We have not got much money. We have 9 real and 33 cents. I saw there was something back here, I think. No? Okay. Interesting. Tell me if it's a good clip though. Oh, there's the stairs. Ah, I'm sorry, I'm so low on energy today, guys. It's just, whew. Press space to stop. Oh, I didn't know that. I wish I could buy a map. Oh, what's this? A lot of stuff. This is a very intricate area. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvalsund. Kvalsund means whale fjord in Arden. And what does whale fjord mean? I'm kidding. Okay. Oh, what is this? The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. The speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. What was this? The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Ew. Is it locked? That's unfortunate. And this? Oh, I see coins, I believe. Yeah. Industrial sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Sings container, container. Who are you? Easy, Leo.
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi. On the vanishing peninsula of Ubi Sund? Oh, there's an actual... And that's what that means. It means there's an actual question mark in its name. On Mundi.
Container, container, used to be well pined. Container, container, now belongs to Evert.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work he doesn't notice you. Hi!
Evert, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there.
He's
How
smart.
can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an asshole for no apparent reason. It worked. What do you mean?
I see you're not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
The shadow passes over his kind face. What is it with you people in scabs? Nice. I can't watch it right now, but I'm sure it's good. What is it with you people in scabs?
I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right? Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mom had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I came from. No sir, those are just nasty rumors. He knew it, but he said it. Yep. Thank you for your clarifying that, sir. What are you doing with the containers? Where is everyone? The harbor is empty. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates keeping the scabs from coming in. He leans in with a confidential look. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now. So no one is working? Not everyone is down there, of course. He chuckles. Mr. Everard is in his office where he always is, and John Luke is guarding the gate. Pauses to think. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble, and Everard sent them on a nice vacation for a week or so. He stops, but seems eager to tell me more. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into? Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. He smiles and leans closer. Him and his boys stirred something up in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everard telling them to take some time off. But what did they actually do? Really, did they kill someone? I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and... Nah, this isn't a very good accent anyway. Got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know? Another chuckle. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school. Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hardies. He looks to you for assistance. Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow. Too rowdy? Leo, what kind of fight did they get into? Did they kill a mercenary? I remember I was the runt of the class. He laughs merrily. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everard and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. He chuckles. Again, Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. I am slipping into Indian, I realize. Anyway. You should go talk to Mr. Everard. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here. The old guy starts coughing. You're never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Everard has a brother called Edgar and he helped Leo. I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union. Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fella. He is. Him and his brother are both nice fellas. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. He coughs, then continues immediately. Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys. Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man. Oh, Mr. Everard is where he always is, in his office, of course. He points to the 2 joint containers on your right. Okay, I'm off. Bye-bye now. He turns to his work. Oh, I couldn't do a very good Irish accent there. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow, white waves and red. I'm usually better at that, but at the moment I'm just a bit too tired to do my accent as clearly as I would like. Drugs are bad for your health. It's a fact. Water instead. Whew, I'm tired. Do I have a tissue on me? Oh, I do. What a nice little surprise. Okay, let's look around for a second. The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. A stair made of pellets leading up. Oh, we found the man. And look, it's a swordfish. Attacks the only fish that tells time. Oh, that's horrible. That's gaudy as heck. Oh, wow. Everard Clare. Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Please, have a seat. He gestures to a tiny chair opposite his giant desk. Oh my goodness, that's a voice.
Everard Clare.
I'm Everard Clare.
Martinez.
Debardez, Union here in Martinez. The man relaxes into his chair and
I'd
continues.
offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Yes, you're absolutely massive. He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
And the lieutenant nods at you, then the chair. Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name. There was a mosquito right on me. They're all about today. That's unfortunate. I'd rather stand.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
I insist. He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure. I don't sit. It's kind of my thing. Let's assert some dominance.
Well, Mr. Dubois, I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves. Ooh, that's...
I too have convictions, one of which is that I will not engage any man who won't face me at eye level.
Okay.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
He turns back to his typewriter. You're no titan of volition, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down and leave. Take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Remain serious. Damn, this chair is uncomfortable.
So tell me, how can the head of the Devarges Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Damaged health. Ooh. The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Garte. Some people...
Oh, Garte.
Pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
Points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
Sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
This is a bribe. Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it. Wait, you know, thank you, Everard. Take the comically large check. Take the comically large check, but don't say anything. Keep it, I'm good. Leave the check. You can take that comically large check and shove it up your ass. I do need money. That's a fact. Yeah.
Don't mention it, but also don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
Okay, is he? He's not.
Now, I'd like to set your
My
mind
goodness.
at ease about one other matter. Your lost...
Wow, how did you hear about that?
Union people are on it as we speak.
How do you know about that, Mr. Everard?
Lost gun. Lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun. Damaged morale. Jeez. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. This healed right up. When he said don't worry, he actually meant to be very worried. How do you know about my lost gun? I'm not worried, I got this. How do you know about my lost gun? Yeah, sure.
I know everything, Harry.
Harry.
Right now,
And I've got a full name, Harry Dubois.
Don't be worried. Everything's going to be alright. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to
Kim.
be all right.
Ooh, no way I'm doing that one. Kim?
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
Cool.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Says as though to himself. This is my only option. Nope. God, you're sweating your knees, joking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are going to shoot themselves with it. So what? Men can cry too. Try to stay cool. No, I'm not about to cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
Damage morale again. What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the F down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hand somehow in a kind of throwing motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois. Nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture with your hands above your head. Oh yeah, I'm great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. Sit upright. I'm melting. This one's pretty funny. I'm
What
melting.
an odd demonstration of... Huh? You got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Thank you, Kim. Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. Oh, almost clicked something. It's about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity. I'm told the union is involved in the local drug trade. That's a little on the nose. Aren't you going to ask me how I got in? You call me Mr. Dubois. Why? That's our name. Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree? I just want to talk about the hanging. I want to talk about the hanging. Oh, of course, that's your main thing here. That's why you're here in Martinez. He nods. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. Interviewed the union boss. We got 10 experience. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. Since there's a but. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hang. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open. Yes, that sounds good, the lieutenant says with a slow nod. Let's do that. But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. Suddenly he slaps himself on the forehead. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors. I've opened a few doors in my life. You've heard wrong, I've Roger not. I've opened a few doors in my life. And I'm sure you're gonna open this one with flying colors, Harry. He chuckles. This really is very simple. There's nothing shady about it. Why don't you just open it yourself? Whose door is it? Okay, fine. Whose door is it? Actually, let's ask first. Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. Damn it, fine, I'll look into it. Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. He flicks his fingers. Open apartment door for everyone. You can get the key from Mañana. He's down by the gates. Mañana is like a free agent in the union. Special operations, hardened socialist. A real free thinker too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. He smiles, obviously satisfied with how well he planned it all out. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree? You might have noticed there's one thing on a tree behind the hostel category. There's one hanging on a tree. Okay, whatever. Oh my, he smiles pleasantly. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this manner? Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume that the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood. Also, I studied the footprints of the crime scene, worker brutes. Yeah, the belt thing. Say nothing. You're a community leader. Help your community out. This is a pretty good one. This gives away too much, I think. I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate value. He licks his fat lips and smiles. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right and then clicks a button. Jean-Luc, my boy. I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body and a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And John, please take it easy with the race signs. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race signs. He hangs up and turns back to you. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He turns back to you. He turns back to you. He's the big, impressive one, you know. Tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy. I met Joyce, the company representative. Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy. You see, he adjusted a button on his sleeve. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. Just pals. We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. His smile widens. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such great friends and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. I'm not a jealous guy. Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. Why haven't you let her in to see you? If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would, and I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator. He doesn't want us here, it's as simple as that. Let's not... Dang mosquitoes. And Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. Okay, let's talk about something else. Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time, it's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this, he makes an all-encompassing gesture, is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. He looks around. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind. It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now. Okay. Let's not investigate that so, the drug trade, let's not do that so, conspicuously. Wait, he leans, reaches into his drawer and pulls out a plastic card. You need this to get in and out through the gate. On things I was wondering how great, wouldn't want to get stuck in here. Here, you're one of us now, a real red and white union man. Take care, Harry. We've got some updated objectives to look at. Getting the body down. Go to measure head on the gates and ask him to get the body down. Yeah, that's the other one. And we got the card. Right. Giant novelty check as well. That is big. 20 by 50. It disposes the exchange for 25 real. Interesting. Okay. We can do a few things before we have to leave. I mean, cap off the stream rather, not just leave this room. I don't think there's anything to do here right now. Nothing left to do here rather. We can give that check to Garte. I just thought it was Gart. We could look for a map. We can talk to Measurehead. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that we can quickly handle. I think relatively quickly, at least. Is there anything? No. I'm trying to remember the way now. I need some peaceful sleep or insect repellent. This is a cool little thing. I'm trying to remember how we got here in the first place. Composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. Oh, wait, there's something here. There's something there. Oh, money. Oh, another nose of head. We do have a bit of a damaged morale. That's not good. What's this? Train control panel. A rusty control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Allumer and Éteindre are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Allumer on, Éteindre off. Leave. Don't have to touch that. That seems like something that we shouldn't touch. Definitely. My goodness, these mosquitoes are bold. Anyway, I believe we can talk to Measurehead by going through here. I'm happy we don't have to just succumb to his race sciences and stuff. You know, his belief system. Oh wow, that's a bite. Wonder when that one got there. Ooh. You can't really see it on camera, I don't think. Oh well. It is very warm at the moment. That is a fact. Okay. Got the mosquito. Sorry, little guy. Yep, they have surprises. Indeed. How's everyone doing today? As I said, I'm a bit tired. But I hope everyone else is doing well. Yeah, we have to talk to Jean-Luc or Measurehead.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
This would be so easy. It's fine. Everyone told you to help us get the body down from the tree. So it was you. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior, then had him give an order. Or give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands. You're so noble, Measurehead. There's a but. But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. He turns to the lieutenant. Both of you. That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union side. Wait, that means showing everyone that we're taking orders from the Union. Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that? Okay, then wait your moment. Wait, that means it'll... yes, that is precisely what it means, homunculus. This is not going to happen any other way. What if we don't want to do that? This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with the compromise. Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplo group. Okay, then. Babe, see that they stay here the whole time. But we could also do something. I'm sure we could do something. The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves. She turns to you. See, you guys are like cops or something? Why are you with Measurehead? Yeah, we're the law around here. Yep, this one. Have you ever thought that maybe things should go that way? The woman twirls her hair. I'm Katya, by the way. You hear that? The lieutenant looks toward the earth. That sound. He's breaking something. Yeah, John Nick must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it. I also wish I could see it. Look at you, RCM rent-a-cops. A loud voice booms in from below. Guarding that bridge like everyone's lapdogs. Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale. And who are you? The lieutenant fires back. What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you? I'll work with whomever I want. Anyway, yes, I am an unbelievably corrupt cop. I'm corrupt every opportunity I get. It's none of your business. A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him. Oh, Measurehead's back. Sounds like Kuno had a laugh. That was fast. The corpse has been removed from the tree. He brushes wooden flakes off his hair. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with race victory today. There's been no side choosing. We did what we had to do to keep order. He nods slowly, and what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see. Leave. Measurehead is a powerful man. I mean, in the very literal sense of the word, that he has power. Yes, he is fantastically strong. I wonder if we have any new dialogue with Sarah.
How'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talk to the boss man too, probably. Was nice enough. Labor Utopia. It's nice enough. It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. He nods suddenly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face. Right, you talk to the boss eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. Everard said you have a key to a door. A key, huh? He runs his fingers across through his mustache. What door is this key supposed to open? He said it belongs to a weasel. I was hoping you could tell me. Well, he said it belongs to a weasel. Oh, say no more, I got you. He taps the side of his nose with a little wink. I got that key right here, and let me tell you, it's mighty good for you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Saw an opportunity and I took it. I'm a hustle grinder. I heard something about a weasel and it didn't sound like a real polar weasel, if you know what I mean. Wink. I'm not opening this door for myself, I'm opening it for all working men. I'm not really doing this for political reasons. Oh, so the none of the above type, are you? I get it, I get it. I like to keep my distance too, he nods. But it doesn't matter, it's a good thing you're doing. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling and rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business. Okay, but where did you get the key from? The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really truly matter. His gaze wanders off into the distance. None of this mess we're in. This driving and juggling. What's it for? He doesn't wait for your answer to feed our children, I guess. Anything else? He shakes his head. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for. The man takes a big sip from his flask. He means he's not going to tell you because he doesn't know, but he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard. Who he is and what they're fighting for, this is interesting. Any idea who killed the hanged man? The mercenary, eh? He shrugs. Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? He shakes his head solemnly. The merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one often used in heavy transport areas, for example, harbors. Let's go with this one. What a thought, he scoffs, looking shocked. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Pushed how? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. Hold up, what does that mean? He was an agent of the opposition attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. Did you kill him? I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men with all sorts of skills. He's not lying about not doing it himself. Understood, the lieutenant takes note. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you. No problem. I wish the best of you in your search. Okay. We don't have to ask him about his striking. That's not what I wanted to click.
Yes.
Nope. Not yes, but no. I'm gonna go downstairs. And now these people are gonna be quite mad at me, I imagine. Let's see.
Right to work! Right to work!
Ah, this is.
Shame on you!
I mean, this is nothing new. I wonder if the frit is open. You might be able to buy a map before the stream ends, which would be very useful indeed. We have had very little way of navigating besides memory. I wonder if it would even awful. I wonder if it would even offer who people. I don't know when that was sent, sorry. I don't know when you asked that, Firebox, so I can't answer your question. I didn't actually see. Getting the body down, go to the yard and see what measure had accomplished. Is there a map I can buy from here? The turn machine stands in the corner. Time says 1 bottle equals 10 cents. What is this machine? The clerk looks up out of her magazine. Oh, that's the tear machine. Yes, but what is it? She knits her brow, confused. It's a machine for tar. No, you know, you find tar outside, like bottles of or whatever, and you put it in the machine, and then it gives you money. I see. And how do I pick up tar for the tear machine? You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out. So she shrugs awkwardly. Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. She points outside somewhere. Is there a map that I can buy? The logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm. I don't need to buy any of that. But do you have a map? Because that's what I need. What's up here? Shimmering wall of vices, a colorful display of cigarettes, alcohol, The bottles wink at you in the light, the smokes too glitter in the wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven, your knees are weak. There in the dark green glass, a world of ruby, all in vain, the great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol. Not right now. Which means like I'm gonna try to hatch an egg in a pokey meow. Oh, okay. Good luck. Can I buy a map from you?
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Something just bit my leg. What magazine are you reading?
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
She puts on the magazine. I need to exchange this number to check for cash. Does Frit have a warehouse in the back of the Running Rags? Can you tell me about the dead body? Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in? A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care about what Frit does. Give me something to work with. She looks up from under her brow. Fine, Frit doesn't have a warehouse, just a little back room here, okay? She turns back to her magazine without waiting for you. Leave. Cool. Absolutely no map. I need to figure out where to get this map. I mean, we would almost be asleep in game by now. I wonder if he had a map. But we screwed that up. I don't know. Maybe. Let's go into the Running in Rags. We can quickly... Oh, this is a nice sounding theme. Let's just finish up some tasks if we can. Equip a flashlight in no light areas. Will do. Already have. Just checking. Oh, this is a nice little theme. It's not really little. It's actually quite vast. Sorry. Oh wow. A lot of people here. What's this? Inside you catch a glimpse of a Union paraphernalia, strike posters, some red pennants. Oh, this is Kim, sorry.
Yes?
No worries, Kim. A lot of people here now. Hello, Garte, sorry.
Can I help you?
So about the money I owe. Yes. And I pay you with this check. Show him the giant novelty check. The cafeteria manager says you baffled. You must be joking, right? Come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check. This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand, every single cent. You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbour gates, though it might not be enough to cover it. How much do I owe you again? A lot, a lot. For the room, drinks, broken glass, 130. Actually, let's talk about something else. Okay. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. We'll do that eventually. Still can't figure out where there's a map. Oh. A lot of weird movement going on. It's rather strange. Let's quickly look at the body and then we can cap it off. I think we'll get a lot of experience from that. From completing this task at last. Ooh, that's a nice little base. Keep saying little. It's not that little. Some muted guitar. Nice. The Kuno is still around here. That's annoying. Wow, you just straight up broke down the branch. Huh, okay. Corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch is gently laid by one side. Beautiful, wipe a tear from your eye. While it's down. Celebrating in a more reserved manner. Yay, we got 70. And we leveled up. Getting the body down. Mr. Measurehead has done a good job, the lieutenant nods approvingly. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for the field autopsy. A field autopsy? Yes, he covers his nose and lists. 1 investigation of the scene, 2 initial examination of the victim, 3 field autopsy, 4 transportation of the body to the morgue. We're on number 3. The RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing manual. What are you on about? Cop's gonna cut his stuff up. Don't we have something else for this? A doctor? Don't we have someone else to... Got it. Dusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. Oh, whoops. We'll do that in a second. We can invest in something. Could do visual calculus or we could do logic. What's our thought cabinet looking like as well? Form field autopsy is the next one. This is something that we could unlock another thought. That's an idea. Let's do that. Then we could internalize this. Cool. And I think that's what we're going to do for today. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow, it's going to be Wednesday, so we still have another stream to do of Elysium, and I'm looking forward to it. We're making progress in the investigation at last. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If you enjoyed and you don't follow, then please leave a follow. I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, no pressure. Have a good day. Always prioritize having a good day. And goodbye.